Good evening, student. Ninth standard, Social Science, History, Unit 4, Intellectual Awakening and Socio-Political Changes. Lessons continuation. So far, we discussed about a religion in the 6th century BC. What are the religion exist in 6th century BC? And in China, Confucianism and Taoism. What are the principles of Confucianism and what are the principles of Taoism and Zoroastrianism in Gulf countries? What is the teaching of Zoroastrianism? Impact of iron technology in India. Religion post Rig Vedic period. We divide Vedic period into two. One is early Vedic period, another one is later Vedic period. Now see that Jainism and Buddhism. Jainism and Buddhism found in India. The founder of Jainism by number of Tirthankaras, Buddhism by Buddhas. Mahavira and Buddha live a life of purity and simplicity and self-denial. They lived in the time of Bimbisara and Ajasastra, the famous king of Magadha. Elaborate Vedic ritual, animal sacrifice, and the desire of the wealth took people towards Jainism and Buddhism. In Hindu religion, the people were to practice caste ritual and sacrifice. That is animal sacrifice. So people did not like to follow the such a animal sacrifice and a caste ritual, so that the people adapted Jainism and Buddhism. Jainism is an ancient religion from India that teach that the way to liberation and bliss is to live lives of harmless. Jains believe that animals and plant as well as human beings containing living souls, all the things in the earth, living souls. Mahavira is regarded as the man who gave Jainism its present day form. Mahavira was born in 599 BC at Kundagram near Vaishali. His mother was Trishala, a Lichavi princess. He spent his early life as a prince and was married to a princess named Yasoda. Mahavira had a daughter. At the age of 30, Mahavira left his home and became a ascetic monk. He wandered place to place. In the 13th year of his asceticism, he acquired the highest knowledge or enlightenment and came to be known as Jaina. Jaina means the conqueror. Mahavira means the great hero. Jains believe that Mahavira came in a long line of Tirthankaras and he was the 24th and lost Tirthankaras. Rishiba was the first Tirthangara, and the Prashvanta the 23rd, Mahavira is the 24th Tirthangara. Thousands of Mahavira travelled extensively as a preacher in the kingdom of Magadha and Anga. Some of the kings were patronized Mahavira. Thousands of people became his followers. After 30 years of preaching, Mahavira died at Pavapuri in 527 BC at the age of 72. Teaching of Mahavira. The three principles of Jainism, also known as three Ratna, are the following: right faith, right knowledge, and right action. Right faith, belief in the teaching, wisdom of Mahavira. Right faith, right knowledge, acceptance of the theory that there is a no God. Right action, it refers to the Mahavira's observance of 5 great O's, that is ahimsa, honesty, kindness, truthfulness, and not coveting or desiring things belong to others one. Spread of Jainism. In order to spread his new faith, Mahavira founded monasteries, different part of a country. The Jain monks who lead a very austere life. In North India, this new faith was patronized by number of kings. The kings like Dhanananda, Chandragupta Maurya, and in Orissa Karavela. There was a notable follower of Jainism in Karnataka and Western India during the 4th century BC also. Mahavira believed that all objects, both animate or inanimate, have soul and various degree of consciousness. They possess life and feel pain when they are injured. Split and the decline of Jainism. In course of time, Jainism split into two branches, namely Tigambaras and Sudembras. Tigambaras followed Mahavira as a god. They make ideal worship. But Sudembras never practice the ideal worship. Decline of Jainism. The lack of royal patronage, its severity, and functionalism and spread of Buddhism lead to the decline of Jainism in India. Number of Hindu king revived the Hinduism. So the people turn to Hinduism. They never follow the Jainism after the death of Mahavira. Buddhism, Gautama Buddha. Gautama Buddha, popularly known as the Buddha, who lived in ancient India. He is regarded as the founder of the world of Buddhism. Buddha, also known as Siddhartha. Gautama Buddha was the son of Suddhodana, the chief of Kshatriya clan of Sakaya of Kabila Vastu in present-day Nepal. His original name was Siddhartha. As he belongs to the Sakya clan, he was also known as Sakaya Muni. He was born in 567 BC in Lumni garden near Kapilavastu. His mother, Mayavadi, died after a few days of his birth. Buddha was brought up by his stepmother. He got married at the age of 16 to a prince called Yasodhata, and he also had a son by name Rahul. Siddhartha, one evening while Siddhartha was passing through the city, he came across an old man who had been abandoned by his relatives, that is, to live somebody's. A sick man carrying with pain, and a dead body surrounded by weeping relatives. Siddhartha was deeply moved by this sight. This four great sight prompted him to renounce the world and search for the causes of suffering. What is the reason the people do like that? He left his palace and went into the forest in search of truth. In the course of his wandering, he sat under a peepal tree for several days until he attained enlightenment. The place where he attained enlightenment, the Buddha Gaya in Bihar, still it is exist. After his enlightenment, Buddha decided to give his knowledge to the people. So he went to Varanasi and gave his first speech at Sarnath. Large number of people became his follower, including his own family. He breathed his last in 487 BC at Kushinagar at the age of 80. Now the place in Uttar Pradesh. Number of kings followed the Buddhism. Teaching of Buddha. Four great truth. There is suffering and sorrow in this world. Throughout the world, the people were suffering and sorrow in the world. The causes of human suffering is desire and craving. Desire is a wishing for something, craving some wishes. This pain or sorrow can be removed by suffering or suppressing desire and craving. This to be achieved by leading a disciplined life, by follow what Buddha called a noble eightfold path. Through the noble eightfold path, we will achieve or we will overcome our sorrows and suffering. Attainment of nirvana and a noble eightfold path. According to Buddha, a person should aim at attainment of nirvana or highest bliss or highest enlightenment achieved by any person by leading a virtuous life, that is, they lead to life purity. And by following the noble eightfold path. What is noble eightfold path? First, right views. Right aspirations, that is desire. Right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, this right memories, right contemplations, right thinkings, or meditations. Through this eightfold path, one who attaining purest state of mind. Spread of Buddhism. Buddha, in order to carry his message to different part of our country, he established different sanghas, that is monasteries. He appointed bhikshus and bhikshunis. Buddhism spread to Central Asia, Sri Lanka, Tibet, Southeast Asia, as well as Eastern countries like China, Mongolia, Korea, Japan, and Vietnam. A number of kings followed the Buddhism, and also they were to help the spread of Buddhism in different part of the country and abroad. Split of Buddhism. During the reign of Kanishka, Kushana king, the Buddhist monk initiated to reform in the way of Buddhism was being followed. As a result, Buddhism split into two ways, Hinayana and Mahayana. Hinayana, they denied ideal worship and continued with the people's language, Pali, that is a local language. Mahayana, Buddha was worshipped as a god. They were to encourage ideal worship, or Bodhisattva and his previous avatar, Buddha's previous avatar, Bodhisattva. This form of Buddhism was patronized by Kanishka. Decline of Buddhism. Buddhism was popular in the beginning because it was preached in the people's language, that is a local language, people common language, Pali. The latter text or teachings was written in Sanskrit, which was difficult for the common people to understand. Second one, the split in Buddhism into Hinayana and Mahayana was another visual reason. Image worship in Mahayana made no difference between Hinduism and Buddhism. Hinduism also, they were to practice the ideal worship. For Buddhism in Mahayana, they were to encourage ideal worship. Buddhism lost its royal patronage during the reign of Guptas. During the Gupta period, once again revival of Hinduism. So they give the importance to Hinduism. So Buddhism slowly declined. Further, the invention of hunts and trucks almost wiped out Buddhism. Okay, student, we may discuss this lesson continuation next class. Thank you, student. Please follow the assignment given in the PDF.